Recently, death has been a much more common theme in my life for two reasons. My nan passed away the day after Christmas, and last weekend I went to the funeral. And the other reason is my girlfriend works in a care home, and so every week or two someone dies, or someone gets sent to hospital, or someone has a sore the size of a baseball on their arse or whatever. And so it's weird, and you might think it's weird for me to say that death has been a more common theme in my life. What do I mean? It's that if you're young and someone near you isn't dying, and you don't work in a job that's near death, it's actually, we kind of live our lives as if we've forgot that we're all going to die and that your loved ones are going to die. And when you forget that, you can start, it seems more reasonable to waste your time because you forgot how temporary everything is. You forgot that we're all about to die. So then, it's easy to waste time doing pointless stuff. And so it sounds weird to say, but recently I've been kind of using death as a source of motivation and momentum. And it sounds dark, but I've not been living depressed day to day. I've just kind of been living day to day with this burning feeling in the back of my head, like we're all gonna die. And I'm not Thanos, I'm not Darth Sidious, but somehow death is kind of helping me get more stuff done. Like, the world isn't just everything's happy Larry. It's not, is it? We're all gonna die. The guy leading my nan's funeral, the guy that gets paid to say a lot of words, he said that we're all in the line waiting to die. And you don't know what position you are in the line. And age has nothing to do with it. You could be in front of you could be next in the line. You could be 100th in the line, 1,000th in the line, 10 millionth. You could be right at the back of the line with loads of 10-year-olds in front of you for whatever random circumstances. You could be right at the front of the line. But regardless, we're all in the line waiting to die. But you just don't know what position you are in the line. And that's not to say all events are predestined. It's just to say that you don't know when you're going to die. Right now, I've not been diagnosed with any long-term health problems. And so I'm not expecting to be diagnosed with any long-term health problems. But perfectly healthy people my age and younger do get diagnosed with long-term health problems, and then they die the next year. So there's no reason why that isn't me or you. You could go next year, you could go next week. It could be an accident, it could be health related. And it's scary. But I guess the point of the video is to say you can source motivation from being scared of not doing stuff before you die. You can source motivation from death because you don't want to die yourself. You don't want your loved ones to die. You want to do stuff with them before you die. Before I die, I'd like to have made a bit more money so I could have a bit more free time, so I could do a bit more stuff with the people that I love. And that's not to say I don't have any free time right now to do stuff with the people I love, but I am locked into a Monday to Friday 9 to 5. So my time is quite limited right now. And when I am not in work, I'm quite limited in the money I can spend. What I'm saying is it would be nice to have kind of unlocked the key to financial freedom and to turn around to my mum and dad and say, we're going to Greece. We're going to Egypt. I'm going to go see the pyramids. I'm going to go see the heads of Easter Island. I'm going to go see the world. Do you want to come? I want to do that before I die. And so thinking about death makes me want to try harder. And it seems counterintuitive, but it's legit. It's logical. Okay? If trying to source your motivation and ambition from positive thoughts and looking ahead, like I've already said, if looking ahead to source motivation isn't working today or this week, look behind. And behind can mean as in what's chasing you. Yeah, what's chasing you? Poverty, death, loneliness, obesity, all these horrible things that you don't want, including lots of negative emotions. You can use that to source you. And yeah, like I keep saying, that's been sourcing me recently, death. It's a very common theme in my life now. And I don't think it's normal for it to be a common theme in people's lives. If it is a common theme in your life because you keep losing people, that's very unfortunate. But you might know what I mean. But I'm sure there's a lot of people like me 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, for who death was not an important theme in their life. A common theme in their life. And so they weren't having to think about it. And so it was a lot easier to waste your time with stupid actions. I still waste bits of time, but when I do, it's dawning on my mind a lot that I'm wasting time more and more. And more I'm kind of setting in rules and systems in place to make sure that I waste less and less time and try harder. And this is part of it. Making YouTube content is part of it. And especially making YouTube content as someone that hasn't made it in fitness or finances, the key is to talk about things that I know and have done and that I can tell you. There's no point me sitting here talking about how to make $1 million in 2 months because I've never done that. But I can talk about the things I know and the things I feel and make content about that. So I've got to go to work now and make my pennies, okay, and pay my taxes. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.